You're now listening to All Hog Sports, covering all Arkansas Razorback sports, such as football, basketball, baseball, and much more. Now, here's your host for today's show, Sam Stimson.
Now, on Saturday, the Arkansas basketball team suffered their first loss of the season at the Bank of Oklahoma Center in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Arkansas lost a neutral site game to Oklahoma, 88-66. Now, I think that score lies a little bit because Oklahoma ended up putting 31 points up in the fourth quarter of the game. And also, Eric Musselman got teed up and ejected in that one, and then the team did not play their best ball when he wasn't there, which makes sense when his coach was absent. Now, Arkansas also did defeat Charlotte, though, early in the week, 86-66. Charlotte ranked 224 in KenPom right now. They're not that good of a team, but Arkansas still picked up a dub there. Arkansas currently sits at 9-1 through the first 10 games of the season, same spot as last time. And the thing is, there's reasons to be concerned with this team. I think Musselman realizes that they have things to work on and concerns, but you can also realize that there's concerns, and then Arkansas is still likely going to fix it around. You know, it's true, Arkansas is a great head coach. Musselman last year had issues with the team, and we really didn't play our best in the 2-4 stretch in conference, and then we turned it around. So Arkansas can definitely turn this thing around. Now, against Oklahoma, one guy who had a great game, though, was Devo Davis. He was the only guy in triple digits in terms of offensive rating. Devo had 26 points and 4 from 8 from 3 points. 26 points is his career high at Arkansas, along with that 3-point number. 2 points, he was 5 out of 13, but he really had a great day with the 3-point jumper. He made 4 out of Arkansas's 7 3-pointers. Arkansas was 7 out of 24 from the 3-point line, shooting .292. And believe it or not, that 29.2% number is actually above their average. They average a 28.6% from 3. Arkansas, those are really good team at 2 points, and this time they were at 37.8% from 2 points, which was lower than normal. I think Arkansas lost a lot of points on the 2 points. If you look at some like models and predictability of who was going to win and all, I think Arkansas, played an alright game, and then things just kind of started to unfold early and late. The middle parts of the game, I think Arkansas played well. There was a lot of shots that, they defended well and still went in, but then again, there was also a lot of shots that they didn't play good on defense. Oklahoma shot 59% from 3. Arkansas letting teams shoot 37.3% from 3. D1 average 3-point shooting percentage right now is 33.2%. Arkansas shooting 28.6% and allowing other teams to shoot 37.3%. Those are two really bad numbers. 309th in the nation offensively and 307th in the nation. Arkansas, I don't think it'll stay around there. There's a lot more games to the season, 20-plus in the regular season, but that number right there is not a good one at all. Other highlights, from the game, there really wasn't a lot to take away. Tony, it wasn't his best game offensively, but, we really don't run a lot of plays for him when he kind of gets opportunities. He rolls with them. He had 2 offensive boards. Jalen Williams, he didn't play his best game. He had 4 turnovers in the first half and a little bit in the second half and didn't play that much. He only had 27 minutes. Chris Likes, though, I like the way he played at times, and then other times it wasn't the same. He was 2 for 5 off of 2-pointers, 0 for 3 on 3-pointers. He just kind of struggled a little bit, and it was really a team effort. I'm not blaming this loss on anybody. J.D. Note, though, he had a really bad day. He was 1 for 7 from 2 points, 2 out of 7 from 3 points, 5 for 5 for field goals, so he still registered 13 points. But I think out of all the games that J.D. Note has played at Arkansas, because, he redshirted his first year, I think this was the toughest one. Offensively, Arkansas struggled a lot. 66 points is representative there, but on defense, there was a lot of guys who were missing assignments. J.D. Note did not have a good game on defense. Vanover didn't play that good on defense. He only had 4 minutes. Likes at times, and I get he's 5'7", it makes sense. Amude. So it just really wasn't there. Note played 39 minutes in this game. Kalen Robinson, Jackson Robinson, other guards really didn't see any time over him in this one. But, I feel like sometimes the game can go how your best players go, and Note being one of the best players, leading the team in points per game, one of the best guys in terms of offensive rating in the nation and minutes percentage. If he's not on, Arkansas can really struggle. And then, starting point guard Devo Davis, at a lot of times you're relying on him for opportunities to score. Chris likes the same thing when those two sub, because they play a lot of different point guard. Arkansas has guys who can run point guard. That is true, but I don't think they really have a true point guard right now in this starting rotation. I mean, the guys who played over 5 minutes were Devo Davis, JD Note, Tony, Williams, Likes, and Amude. That's 6 guys. And then, I know Musselman really doesn't go deep into a starting, rotation outside of that and run a lot of guys, but Arkansas had 5 guys starting, and then 1 off the bench who could actually contribute. 2 off the bench who could actually contribute in this one. Vanover placed on the bench earlier in the game, only recording 4 minutes. I do think, though, yes, you can be concerned without panicking. Those, are 2 separate things. Arkansas letting a lot of teams shoot well. Field goal percentage at 51.7% compared to the D1 average at 49.5%. That is a concerning statistic. Like I said, though, it's a difference between being concerned and being panicked. Now, for Oklahoma, Elijah Harkless had an incredible game for them. He was 7 out of 8 from free throw line, 2 out of 4 from 3, and 4 out of 7. 121 offensive rating on 27 minutes. Oklahoma really had a good day. Tanner Groves was incredible on offense for them. Arkansas really didn't have an answer to him. He played at Eastern Washington last year in the tournament and ended up transferring to Oklahoma. So far this season, he's had a lot of high offensive games for them, and Arkansas really didn't have a good plan there. Arkansas still able to rebound well. They did get out-rebounded in this game versus Oklahoma. I think that can kind of relate, though, to Jalen Williams. He really didn't play as much minutes as he normally does, 27 in this rotation, and then Vanover also attributes to that one. Rebounding statistic was 28-31, so Oklahoma had 31 defensive rebounds. Arkansas only had 20. Offensive boards, Arkansas picked up 9. The refs, there was questionable calls. I think as a whole, the refs really made this game kind of like one of those unwatchable and ugly games. Like, I don't know how bad it was biased. There was a lot of calls where it was like, there's no way Arkansas should have got that. There's no way Oklahoma should have got that. Vice versa in those situations. I think the refs just made it a really ugly game, and I think it was confusing for the coaches, both Moser and Musselman in that one. Porter Moser, though, he's a fantastic coach, man. He at Loyola Chicago got to the Final Four at a mid-major school, which is really tough to do, and then beat Illinois last year. This guy can really coach good teams. And like I said, this is probably a tournament loss. I would expect Oklahoma to make the tournament right now. So it's not the end of the world for Arkansas. Still ranked 24th in the AP poll. Lots of opportunities coming up. Quick little recap for the Hogs over the game over Charlotte, though. In this one, Jalen Williams played absolutely outstanding. He would be my MVP from this one. 32 minutes in this one with 15 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. He looked really sharp in that one. JD Note was on as well. 23 points, 8 out of 12 in the 2-point range. He's really been hot from 2 percentage this whole entire season. Possession percentage has also been high for JD Note, which kind of goes along with his shooting percentage, especially from 2 and even 3 at times. Against Charlotte, though, winning 86-66, Arkansas controlled the majority of this game, and it was a win for the Razorbacks. Now, Arkansas's next game is actually against Hofstra. Hofstra is ranked, I think, the 4th best team in Arkansas's non-conference schedule, not including the game against West Virginia later in the season. So this was technically their 5th hardest non-conference game. It's a semi-home game at Little Rock. There is no camera, though, for TV, so this game won't be on TV. But I'll still be having a preview out of it on Friday so everybody can listen to the radio, follow the scores, and such. So yeah, I'll see you then. And as always, Whoopig Silly.
That's all for today's episode of All Hog Sports with Sam Stimson. Make sure to stay tuned for the next episode covering all Arkansas Razorback sports. If you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe and leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. Follow us on social media too. On Twitter and Instagram at All Hog Sports Pod. Like on Facebook at All Hog Sports and Arkansas Razorbacks Podcast. And on YouTube at that same name. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode. Go Hogs!